Hey guys, welcome to our channel Uniplex. Guys, in today's video, we will be showing 5 destructive natural disasters caught on cameras, which have caused significant financial loss to people, and some individuals luckily escaped from nearby deaths. So, without wasting any more time, let's start today's video. Super Typhoon Mangkhut arrived in Southeast Asia with a vengeance. It was the strongest to land in the Philippines since 2016, and the worst typhoon to affect Hong Kong since 1983. Mangkhut was the 4th super typhoon of the very active 2018 season. Their position on the coast put cities like Hong Kong and Guangzhou in Mangkhut's path of destruction. Those brave enough to record the storm as it happened show what it's like to wake up in a real-life nightmare. Even those on the inside weren't safe from the 120-mile-per-hour winds. Once the wind died down, Mangkhut brought widespread flooding to the Chinese streets. Roads that were usually filled with cars looked more like rivers. In the end, the super typhoon caused about $3.77 billion worth of damage across several nations. Due to its strength, the name Mangkhut was officially retired in 2019. The Malacca Regency is a large city in southeast Sulawesi province, Indonesia. It's home to about 250,000 people living along the Gulf of Boni coast. It is a wet area with frequent and heavy rainstorms. Flash floods can happen at any moment. One of those floods struck on January 20th of 2024. Locals in a small village along the Ulu Konaweha River watched as the water level rose and rose. Soon, it was nearly as high as the bridge. That's when one of them noticed a building floating their way. The flood began shortly after a deluge of heavy rain. The riverbanks burst, causing a massive surge of water to rush toward these villages. Thankfully, people inside the floating house had already evacuated and were staying with a relative. Hundreds of others found themselves in similar situations. The flood left their homes filled with water. They fled to higher ground for their own safety with whatever they could carry. Jatinangor, Indonesia is a small district east of Bandung, the capital of West Java. It's home to the Jatinangor National Flower Park, a popular attraction full of bright colors, beautiful gardens, and a long rainbow slide for kids. It's a testament to how gorgeous Mother Nature can be when she wants to, but as we all know, Mother Nature has an ugly side. On February 21st of 2024, a tornado touched down south of the National Flower Park in the village of Chintamulia. It kicked up debris and loose objects as it moved through the crowded town. Those who felt safe enough used the opportunity to record the storm. Local government officials said the tornado was of a scale previously unrecorded. We assume that means they'd never seen one this strong. After all, tornadoes, even weak ones, are rare in Indonesia. They're typically more concerned with earthquakes, volcanoes, and typhoons. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured during the storm. The tornado, which lasted for 20 minutes and hit wind speeds upwards of 40 miles per hour, damaged 116 buildings. Officials said that hundreds of families were impacted in some way. Some of them were enjoying time at home when their roofs just disappeared. Mother Nature may produce some truly stunning sights, but she has a funny way of reminding us who's boss when she wants to. One day, East Asian contractors will learn that they shouldn't build houses on landslide-prone hills. Unfortunately, many of these poorly placed homes already exist, and it's only a matter of time before landslides consume them all. One of those buildings came down on September 6th of 2021 in the prefecture-level city of Angkong, China. About 1.2 million people live in rural areas outside the main city. A handful were looking for a place to stay after a landslide tore down their apartment building. You can see where part of the building is bulging out as the foundation weakens. These locals are lucky the collapse didn't cause any collateral damage. Thankfully, officials noticed the cracks and evacuated the building before it fell. It's unclear what happened to those inside and if they were set up with somewhere to stay. It's hard to imagine losing everything in one fell swoop. Hopefully, the homeowners had family members they could lean on. Pescadero, California is a small town in San Mateo County. It has a population of under 600 and is about 50 miles south of San Francisco. It is a mountainous town known for long, winding roads leading from the hills to the coast. On January 17th of 2023, San Mateo firefighters were called to the site of a large crack in the road. The night before, a winter storm had weakened the ground beneath the pavement, causing it to crack and slide down the hill. Since there was nothing he could do, one of the firefighters began recording. The area had already experienced several powerful storms over the last few days. Relentless rain led to flooding, mudslides, and landslides like this one. It was so bad that President Biden approved a major disaster declaration in California. That meant locals could tap federal funds to help their recovery efforts. The situation didn't improve. By Monday, tens of thousands of people had evacuated their homes. Sometimes California can be a tough place to live. If the wildfires don't get you in the summer, the floods and landslides might get you in the winter. Guys, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video for so long patiently. If you enjoy this video, you can like and comment, and if you want to see such strange and interesting videos, you can subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon next to it. See you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay well. Thank you.